Hello and welcome to this workshop. This workshop is all about embodying your greatness by birthing the light warrior within you. Just a few words about the title. I can't take the credit to myself. I got the title and actually everything that I'm speaking today, at least almost everything, it was just a download. I channeled it. Even the title, it all just wanted to come through me. So the story goes like this, that I actually had a few days ago, I got the idea that yes, I want to do a workshop because I haven't done it for a really, really long time. And I love doing these workshops because I think they are giving really much value and they're activating and they're just like, there are tons of really good tips and teachings and everything that I want to share for you. So I just felt like, yes, I want to do, and besides, yes, because the rest of the family is gone now. So I'm at home 2 or 2.5 days, totally alone, home alone, yay, without kids. So that was also one thing I thought, well, now I have the perfect opportunity to do this in peace without any interruption. So I had written into my calendar, and this morning I woke up, felt a little bit down, felt a little bit like, okay, well, I got the idea that I'm going to do a workshop, but I haven't got any theme. I have no idea what I'm going to talk about. And actually, I also felt a little bit like angry child, because I had asked one of my mentors, like, well, could you then please give me some kind of piece of advice, something like, can you give me the name of the workshop, or what is the theme, what I'm going to talk about, but nothing came. So this morning I just felt like, oh my God, what I'm going to speak here? Like, I was this close to give up the whole idea, this close to just want to give up. And, feelings of self-doubt, all this, the same old fucking record that has been in my head for so many years, and it still can come in these kind of situations. Who are you to speak all these things? Like, how come you think that you are so special, that you can channel some of these wisdom teachings and just all bullshit? And I actually felt down a bit, and then I let myself be in that energy. I even gave myself a permission to, okay, well, whatever, I don't have to do this workshop. No one forced me. I can just be and enjoy my time home alone. I can watch movies the whole day if I want to. And I just gave myself permission to think about it, to not push it, to not trying to figure out what is the theme for the workshop. So I kind of let go of it. Kind of. Anyhow, I was feeling that it would be anyway fun though, because I guess it was so long time ago since I did this last time. Yeah, but I let go of the idea. Then what I did was that I started to follow my intuition. What do I need now? What do I want to do? What brings me joy? I started to follow the steps. One step led me there, and the other step led me there, and then the next moment I was reading this book, and then that idea came, and then I was there, and once in a sudden I was sitting in my yoga mat or my sacred space, and then I just felt this really peace, and I felt this just wonderful presence, and I just felt now it's coming through. Now something wants to be birthed through me. So I took a pen and a paper and I asked again the same mentor, okay, what is it you want me to speak about? What is the theme? And then the words came, embody your greatness. And I'm like, yep, great. Great subject. Okay, can you give me something more? And then like embody your greatness. And then it was something like how you can embody your greatness. Well, it's obviously it's all about stepping into your soul purpose. Okay, well, how to do that? Well, that's all about you need to learn how to embody your higher self, and then blah blah blah, and all these different words came with the paper. And then in the end of the day, or not in the end of the day, it took like maybe half an hour for me to do this, or not even that, maybe 20 minutes to just channel through the themes or the things that I'm gonna go through now soon with you. But yeah, then the name was Embody Your Greatness by Birthing the Light Warrior in You, or the Heart Warrior, whatever you choose to. I just now came through the Light Warrior because somehow it's maybe more used word than Heart Warrior. Anyhow, if you somehow were called to watch this, if you somehow felt some kind of resonance with the word light warrior, or the words embody your greatness, or the word soul purpose, or whatever, you just felt some kind of magnetic pull to watch this, so know that you are watching this for a very important reason. So please, I'm asking you to watch the whole thing. Just so very honored, first of all, that you're watching this, and so are all my guides, because they it was through them I channeled all these. It was 8 pearls that came through, or 8 keys, or 8 whatever. I asked, this was also a word that I asked, okay, like I just wrote down, and then when I was ready, it was 8 different points that they want me to speak about. And then I asked, like, well, it's boring to always use the same words, like 8 keys, eight steps, or 8, what is the one word that I used to use? Yeah, well, keys is maybe my main word, or the main word that people use. But then it came pearls. So I'm soon about to share you the 8 pearls of wisdom teachings that came through me today, just a few hours ago. So these are really fresh, about how to embody your greatness, about how you can step into your soul purpose, how you can embody your higher self, blah blah blah. We're just gonna soon get to it, but just first things first. So maybe you want to get a glass of water, maybe you have your own journal or diary. You can get that. If you don't, just grab a paper and pen, because there are going to be some journaling questions. If you don't like journaling, it's okay, you don't have to, I'm not forcing you. But what I am saying is that if you are answering the questions what I have here, if you are really kind of like processing the information through journaling, through writing, it will give you so much more. This workshop will give you so much more than if you just watch it. But even if you just watch it, it's better than nothing. But just saying that if you want to get more out of this free workshop with amazing 8, actually it's 10, because I added 2 my own in the end, 2 more pearls that I wanted to share. So it's going to be 8 pearls of wisdom. Yeah, so what I was supposed to say, I don't know, but just anyhow, it will give you more. So just in a few seconds, I'm gonna get to those 8 or 10 pearls, and then after that, we're gonna do this wonderful healing journey, this kind of closed eye process. Maybe you have seen on my YouTube channel or somewhere else, in my other workshops, webinars. They are really, really nice and healing, activating processes. So if if you are in a point that you can't be alone or you can't be at peace, so I'm also maybe recommending that you watch this workshop later, that you make yourself time, you invest in yourself, you invest in your soul purpose, you invest in your higher self. So make the time, ask the time. You can always ask if you are feeling really, really busy and you really just don't have time for anything right now in your life. So just ask. Ask and then see what happens. Okay. So hopefully you you have no I have my water here. I haven't speak so much today because there is no kids. Yeah, I have spoke a few words to my dog, but yeah. Mm, let's get started. But actually, there are maybe some new people who have no clue who I am. So maybe just few words about myself. So my name is Kirsi. I am from Finland, born and raised in Finland. Lived there almost all of my life. But actually, just a little bit over 1 year ago, me and my family took off. We sold our house in Finland and moved to Spain. We made our dream come true to live in a warm country, but after 1 year in Spain, or yeah, we lived there 1 year, but actually quite fast. When we were living there, we realized that it was not our country. It was just, yeah, a long story, why not? But then we decided to move back to Nordic countries, but we were not missing Finland at all. So that's why we are now in Sweden, which is my husband's home country. So hälsningar från Sverige, greetings from Sweden. Yeah, what else? Well, I started my own spiritual path like 20 years ago, or already when I was 14, 15. And I've been on it ever since. There would be really many amazing stories about my journey, but we're not going to go into those kind of things now, since I want to share you these beautiful pearls that came through today. But just to make it short, so Kundalini Yoga was one of the first things about 10 years ago that I really felt that this is something that I want to do in my life. So my last or my first first and last real job was a Waldorf school class teacher. Um, but I quite fast realized that this is not what I want to do. I realized that I am a teacher, but I do not want to teach math or how you do the right spelling or grammar. I knew that my soul path were somewhere else. So then I started to be a Kundalini yoga teacher. Then I actually grounded my own yoga school in Finland, which I ran for 4 years. Then I have been studying lots of healing Reiki. I also became a Reiki master teacher, so I'm now training also new Reiki healers to the world. And what else? Yeah, I'm a life coach, but I do not use the word life coach, since I really don't like the word coach at all. So it's more spiritual mentor that I like to use, or spiritual guide, or however you would like to think of it. Yeah, that's that. Like I said, I have two kids. They are 10 and 11 right now, soon 11 and 12. Yep, pre-teenagers. And the dog we have there, he might bark. Very cute and wild Australian Shepherd. So that was like really shortly about me and my life. You can read more on my web pages. And yeah, maybe there are now some webinars, some short videos that I have shared a little bit more about my life as well. So I am thinking that we just get started. And like I shared already, all the wisdom teachings, the 8 pearls, were just channeled through today. So just, don't shoot the messenger. It's not mine, it's universal teachings that just came through. So the first one, the first pearl. about. So the question was, or the pearls that are answering to this, how to embody your greatness, how to birth the light warrior within you, how to ignite the soul purpose, the best version of you, the greatness in you. So the first pearl that came was stop. Physically, just like you can, whatever you're doing now, just stop. Like literally, stop everything you're doing. Just feel your feet, feel your breath, feel your hands, feel the light, listen all the sounds, and even close your eyes and call your energy back to you. You can use your own words or use these words. I am calling now all of my energy back to me, back to myself, back home. Call your energies back home. You don't have to see it. You can if you are visualizing a person who likes to visualize. Visual person, that was the word I was looking for. So you can see it, but you don't have to. You can also just feel it, or you can just know that it's happening. You may still have your eyes closed if it feels better, but just really call all of your energies back to your body and feel your breath and just really be in the moment. And while you're feeling your breath, you can still have your eyes closed. Actually, it's better to do this than if I would just explain how it goes. So we're just gonna do it. So have your eyes closed. And also now request, ask, or even slightly command that you now get to embody your higher self. Your higher self meaning the best version of you, your soul, your soul's energy, your higher self. How does it feel in your body? Again, the same thing. You don't have to see it in your mind's eye. You can. You maybe see something like golden white light energy or some other colors, or you might maybe feel something, or neither of those. It can also be that you just know. When you are commanding something, word is your wand, so then it happens. So just in your own way, your own style, use your own words, command, ask, request that you get to embody your higher self now. Keep your eyes closed and just feel how it feels in your body. And are there some other, maybe there are some colors or some other symbols that comes? Just welcome whatever wants to come. And when you are ready, you can just close your, no, open your eyes, I mean. So that was the pearl number 1. Stop. Breathe. Call your energy back home to you. We humans can really make this very simple exercise. Our mind can make it really hard and difficult, but don't give your mind, your ego, that like joy. Really trust in you, in your own power to command that when you are saying those words in however way you want to say, I call my energy back home to me. I am now embodying my higher self. So you can practice in how many different ways, but that's the step number 1, or the pearl number 1 that I got today. It all starts from physically slowing down. Okay. Then pearl number 2. Then, and actually this is good to do after what you just did, when you are embodying your higher self. And embodying your higher self, like I said, your mind really don't have to comprehend it. Your mind doesn't have to understand how it feels, or there are no shoulds how it should feel, or it's just, for me, when I do it, or when I ask and command to embody my higher self, I usually see or feel this golden white sparkling light that's landing in. It's kind of like, sometimes it's like a shower, sometimes more like a light, or sometimes kind of like some liquid light. So it can be a little bit different, but I'm just seeing the golden white light that goes all over. And then how I can feel peaceful, really peaceful, but I can also feel really joyful when I'm embodying my higher self, or really excited, like a small kid. So that's also, there are no right or wrong how one is feeling after this exercise. And you can do it whenever, wherever. You can do it at the cashier, you can do it in the car, you can do it when you pick up your kids, when you're out with the dog. I actually do it really often when I'm out with the dog, almost every time. So I'm sending away all the energy that doesn't belong to me, and then I am calling my energy back, and I'm embodying my higher self. So you can do it whenever, and also know that it's not any specific thing you need to feel. It's just an inner knowing, and also a process of trusting, that you trust that, okay, I'm here. Like, I'm now totally embodying my higher self. Yeah. Yeah, then the pearl number 2. So when you have asked to embody your higher self, it's, how do I explain now this? It's much more easier to get these downloads than to actually put it in words. Well, I like to think it in this way, that when you are embodying your higher self, meaning that your higher self is not just something there, it's actually in your body, it's within you. So how to then use or how to listen, how to feel, how to listen the guidance of our higher self. So it's through our body. And that was a huge revelation to me that I actually learned from one of my mentors, Kaya Ram. She explained it so well. It was like this huge aha moment for me, because before that I had always thought that I can only hear my higher self through my own thoughts somehow, or that I can feel, people speak about intuition as your gut feeling, that you can feel your higher self, you can feel your intuition. Intuition is, by the way, the voice of your higher self. So I thought before that these are like only the 2 ways that it's working, but it's not. Because when you have asked to embody, you have called your higher self, your spirit, back into your body. I'm like physically moving my body to really that you understand this. So your higher self can express in all different ways through your body. So your higher self can speak and communicate with you through your eyes. You can see signs, you can see birds, you can see some words in the book. It can communicate. Your higher self can communicate with you through eyes, with your ears. You can hear different words. You can hear something really important. You can even hear the actual voice of your higher self. or you can hear other guides or whatever. Um, you can feel, you can grab something. No, I have only pen here, but you can grab something and really feel the guidance. You can grab the person and just know something information is coming through. What else we have? We have see, feel, hear. Well, of course, speak. When you speak, when you're really present, like I am now, at least I'm trying to be very present here, embodying my higher self. So when you speak, you might notice that sometimes something really clever comes out of your mouth. It's called channeling. You are so present that you don't know even what your next words are, like I am now doing. And I can say, this is quite new to me, or at least I think. Then in the other hand, I have keep hearing many years already that people have said to me like, Kirsi, you are such a channel, like you are just channeling through all your teachings. I'm like, no, I'm not sure. But you know, that channeling is usually also that kind of gift that it's so natural for you that you don't even notice it. And it just comes. So yeah, through speech. My point is, and this point of pearl number 2, that your higher self communicates with you through your body. So it's all these different ways, and your feet might walk you to some special street or to some special place in a forest, or uh, in some special shop. um, yeah. So when you embody your higher self, it's all also like your everyday life gets so much more easier, since you know that you are guided in so many different ways. Yeah. And of course, in order for you to really hear your higher self, or see, or grab, again, communicate. Let's use the word communicate. That's much more better. So in order for you to communicate with your higher self, which is your best coach mentor ever, since your higher self knows already everything it needs to know about your soul purpose or whatever in your life, whatever issues you have, you name it, your higher self has the solution to everything. So that's why it's just kind of like good thing to embody our higher selves. And yeah, I was supposed to say that the communication with your higher self, of course, is a lot more easier the more present you are. The more present you are in the moment. And that requires a lot of practice. At least it has required a lot of practice for me, and I'm still practicing it. I'm not even close ready. I feel like I have just started, actually, this journey. But practicing makes you perfect. Practice makes you perfect. So being present, and also the thing what I wanted to say about being present does not mean that you have to be like calm, or that you have to meditate, or that you have to move really slowly, or people might get it wrong sometimes. So no, you can be present even if you're laughing like crazy, and that's almost even more better way to be present, to have so much joy that you are laughing like a crazy person. Like, so just remember that being present doesn't mean that you have to sit in silence. You can be present in everything that you do in life, and especially while you're having fun. So I have actually noticed that really many times when I'm meditating and I'm having some major challenge or some question that I want to have an answer to, and when I'm sitting, I'm not getting the answer. Actually, quite rare I'm getting the answer right there when I'm meditating. But then afterwards, when I have asked the question, and afterwards, when I'm enjoying my life, when I'm, for example, listening to one of my favorite music piece or whatever, I'm doing something. I may be cooking or cleaning or going out with the dog or whatever. But when I'm present and enjoying my life, then the answer comes through my embodied higher self. I'm all the time doing this with my hand. How frustrating. Okay, so presence is the key. Pearl number 3 is, oh, but now we have forget the journaling part. Well, no, well, we take it now. So grab your journal before we go to pearl number 3. So I was thinking, the journaling question here. What is your way of communicating with your higher self? Like, what is your way to best receive guidance from your higher self? And just intuition, whatever comes first. Like, is it through hearing? Is it through seeing? Is it through feeling? Or is it something else? So just write it down. So what is your way? I'm actually journaling with you here. What is your way of receiving messages, of communicating with your higher self? And there might be many, or there might be one or two, or really many, but just journal whatever wants to come through. The third pearl. Ask yourself what you really want. Actually, I have my pen right here now, so we can just continue this next question as a journal practice. So, what is it that you really, really want in your life? If you would not feel fear, if everything was possible. So really, because we are really good at limiting ourselves, and we are really good at coming up all the excuses, whether it's money or time or blah blah blah. So now just dump all that, dump all the excuses, and just really take this question as pretend that if everything was possible. So what would you do? What do you want from life? Just overall, just write it down. What is it that you really want if everything or anything was possible and you would not feel fear? I give you a few minutes. Be honest. Think that no one is never gonna know what you wrote or you are writing. So be honest. What is it that you want? Don't think about your children. Don't think about your potential partner. Don't think about your mom, your anyone. Think only yourself. What is it that you want? Be honest. And this is a huge, really long journaling task. So I'm just giving you a few seconds still. If you can continue then later. What is it that you really, really want? Okay, the fourth pearl that came through is all about who you want to be. The workshop was all about embodying your greatness. So, of course, it's a really important question who you want to be as a person. So now we don't concentrate on what you want, but who you want to become, which kind of person you want to become or be in 2 years, in 5 years, in 10 years, tomorrow, or today, even who you want to be. What kind of a person? What kind of characteristics you have? Hopefully you got at least few things there. Again, you can continue later on what's coming up for you. But next, I would like you to answer that. Let's say there was a magic wand and simsalabim, you would be that person already now. Everything you wrote there, who you want to be in the future. Let's pretend that magically you are now that person. Right now, you are that person. How would you now feel if all that was true? So have this little mind of a little child, pretend magic wand, that it's all now true, that you are indeed that person that you want to be in the future. So how do you feel now? We pretend it's a game. How do you feel now? So write down emotion, a feeling, or two or three, whatever comes up. So I am feeling blah, blah, blah. If it was already true, what you just wrote before. I wrote down the feelings of joy and peace. I would be really, really, really joyful and peaceful. The thing, how you're gonna embody your greatness, how you're gonna embody your soul purpose, the light warrior within you, the fearless light warrior within you. It starts now because there is no time. So even if you maybe thought about, yeah, I want to be this and this kind of person in 2 years or in 5 years and 10 years, that's just bullshit because time is an illusion. We only have now. So whatever you wrote, start acting like it already now. That is the highway of embodying your greatness. So feel that, like I have now here, like I said, I have the words joy and peace. So feel joy now, feel peaceful now, and act from those kind of emotions. Do food, go out with the dog, do work, whatever, in that kind of emotion. And I know it's not easy, especially if you have kids. You know, it has happened to me millions and millions and millions of times. I'm like in seventh heaven, I'm like so joyful, like I have my mood up, I'm like so just like, vibrating so high. And then my kids come and starts to complain of something, or the kids start to fight. And oh my God, it's just like, I know it's not that easy and it's not meant to be. You can't go your life all the way vibing high. It's really, don't take this as some kind of performance that, okay, this this is how I need to feel always. No, no, no. But just know it in your heart that it's actually much more important how you are feeling than the thing what you are doing. Because let's say you magically somehow found your soul purpose, you know exactly the steps, you know exactly what you're supposed to do. You kind of, let's say you magically found the roadmap, the blueprint of your soul purpose, and you know exactly. But if you do all that from very low vibrational energy, if your energy doesn't match the purpose, the thing that you came here to do, it's just not gonna work. It's just like, you see, because then you are here and what you're doing is here. So no, they need to both be here. So it's all about vibration and about how you feel in this moment, about who you are. And through that vibration of who you are and who you want to become, who you want to be, from that vibration, then you are doing, you are journeying towards, or you are already on the journey. You are actually, you are already, how to put it in the words, in some kind of wise words, you are already, you are already there. You are already in your destination, like the Cartola says. Because your life purpose, as cheesy as it sounds, it's a journey, not a destination. So that's why the now is the most important thing, what you are feeling now. Okay, the pearl number 4. I'm just gonna watch the clock. Okay, time goes really fast. No, that was 4. I mean pearl number 5. Heal your wounds by feeling them. So number 5, pearl number 5, healing. Really often your wounds or challenges in life, they are somehow connecting with your soul purpose. It's not maybe so fun to hear, but it's true. Or at least that's something that, like I said, that came through, and also something what I have been witnessing in my own life and really many other people's life. Let's put it that way. It's quite hard for you to embody your greatness or to embody your soul purpose if you don't do the shadow work, if you don't have the courage to lick your wounds, so to say. So it's all about healing, healing the wounds, having the courage to do the shadow work, looking really deep within you and feel the pain, cry. Oh my God, you guys have no idea how much I have cried for the past 10 years, like so much. The past 3 years even more, like just ridiculous amount of tears. I've been crying like a small baby, just ridiculous amount. Really. So you need to feel, you need to let it out in order to heal. You cannot heal only by journaling and write it down and changing my beliefs and blah, 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 blah. No, it doesn't work like that. You have to feel. I could talk about this particular pearl like really long time still, but since we have now a little bit limited time and I have other things I want to do with you, so that's about that. Just know that if you're interested about going deeper in your healing journey, so then my mentoring, one-on-one mentoring, is a really good place to start. So you can always book a clarity call if you want to know more about that. But pearl number 5, I was actually thinking to do a journaling practice there, but I skipped that because it would mean that we would only get to the surface of it, and it's it doesn't feel good. So maybe I can just share this information that how to get how to how to get deeper into those wounds, how to like acknowledge the wounds, how to start the healing of the wounds. It starts by recognizing what triggers you, meaning what makes you angry, what makes you sad, what makes you frustrated. Those are the triggers, so follow them. Um, yeah, and we leave it there since, like I said, this is a really deep valley, and I have really many beautiful writing and journaling exercises on that, but we leave it there. But you can just ask yourself this: what triggers you right now, or maybe triggered you before today, or what triggered you yesterday's, arose some kind of strong feeling. So if you want to write that just down, just a quick thing for yourself, you may do that. But otherwise, we continue to the pearl number 6, which is believe in yourself. Oh, the self-trust. Oh, this is a huge part, and I wish someone would have told me this earlier, or maybe probably there were many mentors and teachers and books I read before. I kind of like maybe knew it in my head, but not in my heart, how important piece this is when you're embodying your soul purpose. Believe in yourself, having trust in yourself. And I actually did last year, I did a whole workshop about this theme. It's on YouTube still. The name is something like Ditching Your Self-Doubt and Learn How to Trust. So you can go and watch that. So I'm not going to go into details so much, but just to wrap it up a little bit since it came now through. So what I have got this kind of conclusion about this whole trust thing, that trust is like there's two different kinds of trust. There's like trust to the universe, to the God, great spirit, like trusting that you are being held and that life is happening for you, and trusting the divine timing, and trusting in your soul purpose, for example, trusting just in the universe in overall. But then there is also the part of trusting in yourself, trusting in your abilities to, for example, do this kind of workshop, trusting in your ability to be a yoga teacher or a coach, or trusting your skills, trusting your gifts, trusting kind of a little bit more like what you are doing. And that, of course, you may have heard before the sentence of confidence grows by doing. So when you have self-trust, you also need confidence. And when the vice versa, like if you need, what did I just say? If you need self-trust, you need confidence. If you need confidence, you need self-trust. But it all comes down into doing, the divine masculine principle. So if you want to trust in yourself more, if you want to have more confidence in what you do, it's all about doing. And doing is the sun energy, like I said, the divine masculine principle. This is also something that we go really much deep into my one-on-one mentoring, into this world of balancing the divine masculine and balancing the divine feminine principles. But yeah, so doing is more of the divine masculine, and then we need also the being. And the being that you can let go, that you can surrender, that's more than the divine feminine principle. And that's when it comes to, for example, speaking. It's a really good example if you would sometimes speak and do a live. IG or live Facebook. And so you need those two energies. You need the divine masculine. You need a little bit self-trust and confidence to do that, a little bit kick on your butt. But you also need the divine feminine, the surrender part, the let go part, to be present in while you're doing that live. So you need both yin yang, heart, whatever. So the sixth pearl was about believe in yourself. And how to grow that is to have those two, divine feminine and divine masculine, together. It's about doing, because confidence grows by doing, but also about being and surrendering to the present moment and trusting that whatever you speak, for example, in that Facebook Live, trusting that the right words will come, like I am doing now. Of course, yeah, I have my cheat sheet. So I know the pearls, since, like I said, I just channeled the pearls today, so I would not trust myself that I would remember all of them. So of course you get to have your notes, what you want to say, but in the end of the game, it's all about being present and trusting that the right words will come. Okay, then we have the pearl number 7, everyday life. How to embody your greatness? It's through everyday life. Your soul purpose is not just something you do in your work days or in your work times, or when you are doing, for example, your yoga class, or when you're doing your mentoring session, or you name it, when you're working, let's just say that it's not happening only there. Your soul purpose is happening all the time. All the people you meet, whether they're your relatives, neighbors, the person at the cashier, just a random guy who smiles at you, you can smile back, or even better, you are maybe the first one who smiles at him or her. You are open the door to the lady, you are helping the old lady to carry a bag, just it's I think I wrote it here. Yeah, I wrote it here. Light warrior of everyday life. That's also one really important pearl of how you embody your greatness. Um, one Guru Jagat, she actually was also my mentor for a little while. Rest in peace, her soul. But Guru Jagat used to speak also about this, that how you do one thing is how you do everything. And I just think that's just so wonderful wisdom teaching. Like, you cannot be this other person when you are doing your job, and then you are this other person when you are at the shop, or when you are with your kids or with your partner. Embodying your greatness is that you are embodying all the great virtues all the time. Like I said, it's not, because it's impossible for us to be in a good mood all the time. So it's not like we are becoming saints. I'm not saying that. We cannot be positive all the time. No, no, no. I'm just saying that pay attention in your everyday life how you treat other people. And it's a really good question for you to ask next time when you're speaking with some person, whoever it is. It doesn't matter, is it your client or some just a stranger? Ask yourself what I can give to this person, how I can behave or do or say that this other person feels good after we met, or feels even better after we met. How can I contribute to make the other people feel good? And the finger is not about pleasing. This is not about you pleasing the other people. This is not about you wanting someone to like you. No, this is all about unconditional love and about giving. What can you give to the world? to the stranger, to your client, whoever. So it's about being the everyday light warrior. Then pearl number 8, how to embody the greatness. So through self-love, of course, through self-love and compassion. I would say that's so funny. That was the last thing that came here. You would think that it would be the first thing, but they are not in a specific order. I am sharing you the pearls in the exact order that I got them today. So I don't know, maybe they wanted to save the best for the last. So through self-love, and self-love, people sometimes think that self-love is bubble baths and go shopping, book that treatment, buy the nice clothes. It's that also. That is self-love, taking care of yourself and all of your needs, yes. But the most important part of self-love, I think, is to love yourself even in those most horrible moments. Like those moments, for example, if you're a mom, you probably have yelled at your kids. I have multiple times, I think almost every day. God bless me. But like, it's all about loving yourself in those darker moments as well. When you have said something stupid, when you have done something stupid, it's about forgiving yourself and loving all of you, loving all of your feelings, and giving compassion to yourself. Compassion is also a huge subject that we could speak eternity about, and also that kind of subject that I, at least by myself, really easily forget how important it is to give yourself compassion. Forgive yourself over and over and over and over again. We have now, or I have again, forgot about the journaling part. Maybe it was not supposed to be journaled so much today anyway. But okay, we skipped the number 6 and 7 journaling parts totally. Maybe it was meant to be like that way. But now I would like to ask you that what do you need right now? Write it down. What do I need? And whatever you now wrote there, can you make yourself a promise that you're gonna actually give that thing to yourself? Can you promise to yourself that you gonna give that thing what you wrote down to yourself? If you cannot make the promise, don't make it. Maybe you can then change it or give another kind of promise. But if you are doubting, don't do it, because that's usually not good. Make a promise only if you know in your heart that you can keep the promise to yourself. So those were the 8 pearls that came through. But then there are +2 from me, because I just felt that these are really important and have been really important pearls, keys in my journey as well. So surrender. This whole thing of searching your soul purpose, I must say it has driven me nuts so many times. So many times I've been just lying in my bed, crying like a small baby, like, what is my purpose? What am I doing here? Like, what the fuck? It doesn't make any sense. Like, can you just please tell me what my purpose is? And yeah, lots of that. So, like I said earlier, Your soul purpose is a journey. It's not something you just go to the store one day and you grab, like, here, now I found my purpose. No, you are finding pieces of your purpose. Your life purpose is like a huge puzzle, and you are finding those pieces everywhere on your life's journey. Your soul purpose is a journey, not a destination. You cannot find it. Or maybe you can, but I haven't. I have only found pieces of it. And the thing with life purpose also, it elevates. Every year it changes. As you are growing and elevating, so is your life purpose growing and elevating. So it's never the same, or I don't think it should be, at least. So if you find yourself that you have been doing the exact same thing, let's say 20 years, maybe time to check if there is something that needs to be changed. Does it still bring you joy? For example, you can ask yourself, you have been doing some same thing many, many years all over again. So soul purpose is supposed to evolve, like is your soul, because we are all here on earth um, to experience growth. Our soul wants to grow, to evolve. So that was number 9. And then number 10, yeah, also actually before we go to number 10, about surrender and about trust, how important trust is in the process, trusting the divine timing and trusting that you will find all the missing pieces of your puzzle, your soul purpose puzzle, exactly the right divine timing. And that requires a lot of trust, but trust me, it's worth it. It's really worth it. The pieces will be brought to you in divine timing. So the last one that came from me, be the badass, speak your truth. Really, if you want to embody your greatness, if you want to be the fearless light warrior, you gotta start somewhere. Whether you are the more speaker of a type or writer kind of a type, but just really start somewhere. Share your truth. Share it. Speak it or write it, but just share it. Unapologetically. The world needs to hear it. Whatever it is that it's important to you, share it. Be the badass. And do not be afraid of what others are thinking of it. I know, of course, that's something really humane. And we all do it, even if there is someone who says, well, I don't care what other people think. Even if someone says, there is usually even a little tiny human thing in ourselves, like coded, like anyway, kind of like automatically we are often thinking of what the other people are thinking or saying. But just know this, that if there is someone judging you over what you said or shared or wrote, if someone is judging you, it's not in you. It's all in the other person. So never feel ashamed if some people is judging you. It's not in you. That was that. Like I said, I had many more journaling questions, but it seems we are already over 1 hour here. So it was just not meant to be. All this time was a little bit more talk. Now we're gonna head to the healing journey part, which is gonna be about 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes healing journey. But before that, I feel I wanted to do just a quick recap on all of the pearls we went through. I'm just gonna say it like the numbers. The number 1 was all about calling your energy back. That was the first pearl. Number 2 is being present, and it was about communicating with your higher self. How to embody, literally embody your higher self. Number 3 was about being honest with yourself. It was that question when you answered to what do you really want. Number 4 um, was about being the person who you want to be, but be that person now. Not tomorrow, not next year, be that person already now. Number 5 was healing, all about having the courage to do the shadow work. Number 6 is believing in yourself. We spoke about the doing and the being part, the yin and yang, that you need to have both. You need the doing part and you need the being part. So believing in yourself. The 7 was the everyday hero, everyday light worker. 8, loving yourself, the importance of self-love and compassion. Then it was my own 2 last ones. It was the surrendering part, the surrender, trust, let go. Do not try to search it too much because it might want to just run away even more, your soul purpose. So just rather call it into your space than trying to chase it. And the last one was be the badass, so speak your truth. These are the pearls that wanted to come through today about how to embody your greatness, how to embody the fearless light warrior within. And like I said, now it's time for the healing journey. So make yourself comfortable. You can lay down also if you want, if you feel that you're not gonna fall asleep. If you are the kind of type who easily falls asleep in this kind of meditative journey, so maybe you might want to sit down. But first, close your eyes. Be present with your breath. Stop. Slow down. Be present. Feel your breath. Feel how the breath moves in your body. Feel how your body is getting heavier and heavier. Feel how your face muscles are relaxing and your shoulders, your stomach, your sitting bones and legs are relaxing. You feel with how every exhale your body is getting heavier and more relaxed. Now we're going to do again the same exercise that we did in the beginning. We are now asking or commanding our energies back home. So ask your energy back home to you now. Embody your higher self now. And feel, you don't have to see, remember, but just feel or know how this beautiful golden white light energy is now descending upon you, how it's moving through your brains, how it's clearing and cleansing your brains, your mind, how it's moving through all the way through your throat and to your heart. Feel your heart expanding with every inhale. It's growing. And also feel how your heart is connected with Mother Earth's heart through the roots that are now growing beneath your feet, the soles of your feet. You can see or feel or just know how your roots towards Mother Earth, how they are growing with every exhale. how they are taking you deeper and deeper. Your heart is now connected with Mother Earth's crystal heart. And you feel the amazing connection between you two. You breathe in this healing and grounding energy of Mother Earth, and you feel how the energy is moving up through your roots, up, 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 back again to your heart. And now, with your mind's eye, you are seeing this beautiful golden path right ahead of you. You are having bare feet and you are walking on this golden path. It's really warm. You can feel the sand beneath the feet. You keep on walking this golden path, but you have no idea where it's going to lead you. The sun is shining, it's really warm, and the sky is blue. Now, like in the middle of nowhere, in your front, this huge bird comes, and when it comes closer, you see that it's an eagle. It's a huge eagle, so beautiful. It comes closer to you and closer. It's still flying, and you can hear the bird. You can hear what the eagle is whispering to you. And it says, "Come, I'll show you the way. Follow me." So you start to walk the same direction the eagle flies. You follow the eagle. You feel really honored. And it's like you are walking on this holy land. What are you seeing around you? What are you hearing? The eagle takes you on the top of the mountain. Few steps still, and soon you are on the top. The view is amazing. The mountains beneath you, the lakes, the valleys, breathtaking view. On the top of the mountain, there is also this amazing teepee tent, and the eagle is guiding you to go inside this tent. Eagle says that it will wait you outside, that it's safe for you to go into the teepee by yourself. You go closer to the teepee and step in. Oh, how warm it is here in. So beautiful. You are there all by yourself. There are no one else except the fire in the middle. You are looking the fire, and while you are looking the fire, you are feeling your inner fire as well. As you are gazing at the fire, you are feeling how your own inner fire, how your own inner sun, inner power is growing every second, more and more and more. This fire is magical. And while you are gazing at the fire, you are getting messages. It's like you are hearing what the fire is saying to you. Listen to it. It has a message for you. Listen with all of your body. You are taking the message deep into your heart. You are feeling very grateful to this moment, and you are just thanking the fire, making your prayers, and then you intuitively know that now it's time to go back home. So you step out from the tent where the eagle is waiting for you. The eagle watches you. It's like you are hearing the words proud. Eagle is very proud of what you just did. You looked into yourself. Now it's time to start to walk the path down again from the top of the mountain. The eagle shows you a way. You follow the bird. And soon you notice that you are exactly on the same place where you started this journey. And you know it's safe for you to return back to home. So you say goodbye to the eagle and thank it for this amazing journey. You can now connect with your breath, and you can feel your fingers and toes. Little by little, you can open your eyes and come back into here and now. That was fun. When I do these healing journeys, they are also channeled down. So I only had the theme in my mind before we started. So I was thinking to do a healing journey about embodying your greatness. And then I also got the words eagle and teepee. Those were the words, eagle and teepee, but otherwise it was just channeled. So it was really, really exciting with the fire there. Somehow I got the feeling that the fire was activating your own light warrior within you, the inner light, the inner fire. Hopefully you got nice messages. Okay, we are just now finishing up, but before that I lifted a card for you. Oh, such a beautiful card. It's from Rebecca Campbell's deck, Work Your Light, and it says, get grounded. Empaths, highly sensitives, connect with nature. So beautiful. This couldn't be any better card. Now we have really been speaking this kind of high vibrational stuff. So you know what I thought to do? I was thinking to go and grab a beer. That couldn't be more grounded. Yes, I'm a yoga teacher and spiritual teacher, but I do eat meat, I do drink alcohol, I do love luxury, I do swear, you know, all that. Actually, I have my book here. I was supposed to show it to you earlier, but I forgot. My book is called Open Your Fucking Heart, a spiritual guide to stepping fully into your power and purpose. So if you feel you want to go deeper into the teachings, and especially the journaling part, so here is lots of great journaling questions and action steps about your soul purpose and stepping into your power. I cannot find. Oh, here it came now. You are being called to get grounded, to ensure that your luminous field is clear and your inner well is full. If you're not grounded, it is all too easy to get swept up in other people's energy and mistake it for your own. That's why it's so important. I don't know if I remember to say it, but I do it every time before actually I am calling my own energies back to me, I am sending other people's energies back where they came from. So I'm always saying like this, I am now sending all the energy of the other people and places and situations back where it came to. And usually I also ask that Mother Earth would take care of all the kind of like extra energy that doesn't belong to anyone or anything, that please Mother Earth take care of it and transform it into love and light. So really, really good if you are an empath, highly sensitive. So do this often, many times per day. I send the energy of other people back to where it came from, and I am calling my own energies back to me. Your boundaries will become blurred as you are absorbing the energies around you and struggling to define what is their stuff and what is yours. Exactly. If you pull this card, you are very likely an empath or a highly sensitive person and need time alone to fill up your well, to balance your energy and get grounded. Okay, it's quite long message. I'm a little bit skipping here. Um, yeah, all about connecting with Mother Earth, connecting with nature. Yeah, spend time in nature, put your hands on a tree, or walk barefoot. Thank you so much. I feel I have so much to say still. I feel I did not even, it was only really scratch of the surface what we went through. But like I said, there are other videos, other workshops on my YouTube channel and of course IG, Facebook. So if you feel the call to learn more, you can just go through them, or you can book clarity call with me so we can see if there is some suitable mentoring program or maybe some other program like actually Hard Warrior Academy. Oh, sorry. If it would be something for you. But thank you so much that you watch it all the way here, and bless you, bless your soul purpose, and just the last words. If you watched it all the way here, it means that you are an old soul. You have a big life purpose. You did not see this by accident, and especially if you really gave yourself the time to watch it all the way till the end. I'm applauding to you and to your great purpose. It was not by mistake. Satnam, thank you.